Hey guys, Jack from Super Stringing Lacrosse here. In today's video I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be going into an in-depth of my freshman project. Now for some of you who don't know what that is, your freshman project video at Delbarton is basically one of the biggest moments of your high school career, where you pick something that you're really passionate about and present a report to fellow classmates and teachers about what you did over the course of the year. So for me, it was SSL. It was how to run and manage a successful company or business. Leave any questions or comments you have down below.
What are you guys using? D5500s?
Yep.
I have a D5500.
Good camera.
Good camera. Let me see this thing.
So what's your name?
I'm Jack.
Jack.
Yes.
All right, Jack.
There you go. Yeah.
We're rolling here. Okay, gotcha.
You good?
This is Paul Rabel. He's basically the Derek Jeter of lacrosse. When you think of lacrosse players, he's the one you think of. He's arguably the most talented player in the league. In this shot, he's interviewing me. Let's find out how that happened. So let's go back to the beginning. A little bit further. Stop.
Hey guys,
There you
Jack
go.
Super Stringing Lacrosse here.
This is me in my first ever YouTube video.
It's white to Carolina East Coast mesh.
Shocking. I know, right? I've come a long way since then, but it has been a long process. And going through this process has been an amazing, amazing experience. I can't wait to document the whole thing for you guys in this video. Let's find out how Super Stringing Lacrosse came to be. Now that you've seen just a small taste of what we've done this year, we're going to go into what Super Stringing Lacrosse is all about. So I started Super Stringing Lacrosse about 2 years, year and a half ago, and I really started it to see, if, first of all, if I can make what I thought of an idea a legit company. I started Super Stringing Lacrosse because, like I said, I saw that there were professional stringings on there, but they were very expensive. And for the average lacrosse player, I didn't know if they wanted to dish out, $50 to get a custom stringing. So when I started Super Stringing Lacrosse, I really wanted to make sure that the price point was on point. So, that's what the mindset is for Super Stringing Lacrosse. We want to offer you quality content for a low price. You should choose Super Stringing Lacrosse not only because we offer the lowest price point, but because of my dedication. So it's at the moment a one-man business. So what that does is it allows us to focus quality control significantly onto all of our products. When you're getting ahead, you're getting it from me. You're getting it to be the best it can be. You'd never have to worry about the quality of either the mesh or the head or the product or the honesty of the product being either not brand new, as we say, or not high quality. It's always going to be the top-notch, superior brand on the market. You never have to worry about that. So, not only that you're getting the top product, but you're going to trust us. We offer 100% satisfaction guaranteed, or if you're not happy with something, send it back. The shipping will be on us, and we'll make sure to fix it up and send it back to you. We really just want the customer to be as happy as possible at all times, which is what we're looking for when you come to Super Stringing Lacrosse. So other than the price point, like I said, it's really the dedication. We're going to put in more time than any other large company or small company that's going to. So you're going to make sure when you're getting that head that it's been reviewed several times, that we would want to play with it. That's the most important thing. I see many companies stringing a company pattern into the head, but I don't think that's really fair because, different players have different playing styles. We try to string it for the player. Whatever they want, that's what they're going to get in their pocket. Instead of putting just one pattern in to suit them, we're going to really get a bunch of different options for them, see what they like, see what position they play, in order that they're going to get the best stick for them. So a couple things you also should know about Super Stringing Lacrosse is what you're watching right now, our YouTube channel. So our YouTube channel not only allows you to connect with us significantly better than over Instagram, but it also allows us to really come in contact with you. You can request videos, you can request tutorials, you can request reviews, and that's not only going to give you the ability to see what we're about, but also see what the lacrosse community is about. We really want to help grow the game here at Super Stringing Lacrosse, and our YouTube channel allows us to review products from different companies so you can really get a taste of all the different products that you're available to get in the lacrosse community. So when you're coming to Super Stringing Lacrosse, you not only know that you're going to get a high product, but you're going to know what you're getting. So we're willing to talk to you, for 20 minutes, close to an hour on the phone, either via text, via direct message, via anything. We're really willing to start a conversation with the customer to see what they want. We're not just going to throw some product at them that they have no idea what it is. We're going to offer them products from all over the place, different companies, so you can really get the best experience from your mesh. The thing with Super Stringing Lacrosse is, as much as we want to be successful, we're honest as well. We're honest with you, we're honest with different companies, and we're really willing to make sure that what you're getting is 100% guaranteed. Awesome. The last thing I want to talk about is my age. Just by appearance, you can tell that I'm a 14-year-old boy. So, of course, coming to me is always a questionable decision, but I want to look at you right now and tell you that no matter what, if you're coming to me, you shouldn't expect a 14-year-old behind the camera, behind the stringing. You should really expect an adult. I try to make everything as professional as possible due to the fact that I am younger, and I can guarantee you that I know my stuff, I know what I'm talking about, I know it at the level of these adults, and I can make sure that I'm giving you a mature stick as well as a high-quality stick as well. I'm Jack from Super Stringing Lacrosse. Make sure the next time you get a head, it's strung super.
So now that you've heard what I'm about, I'm going to go into the specifics of what we really accomplished this year and what we went through during the year and how we really became what we are today. So basically my whole goal this year was to take an idea, a small company, and really see how far I could get with it. Along the process, I wanted to discover what were the economical issues and what were the legal issues that came with running a company, what that entitled, what you had to do in order to become a legal company, and how you had to budget yourself in order to make sure that you were coming out with a profit at the end of the day. When I started stringing, I was horrible, and now 2.5 years later, after starting SSL, and really in this past years when I really gained the most knowledge, I can honestly say that I think I'm one of the best in the country. So just to run down what we've done with SSL, on July 13th, I announced the biggest movement that SSL had ever made, officially partnering with VMX Lacrosse, Paul Lawler over at VMX Lacrosse. On July 16th, I took the job to judge a large stringing competition known as String Off, which is now one of the most prestigious stringing competitions in the country. On August 19th, I was featured on the Lacrosse Network unboxing video where they both wore my shirts and gave me a shout out. It was an awesome opportunity for me to really get some more growth. I got a lot of followers after that. On September 15th, I was followed by Mainly Mesh, also subscribed to them on YouTube. If you're not aware, Mainly Mesh is one of the largest and most successful and basically public figurehead in the lacrosse community. But the biggest news this year was January 16th when I announced that I was going to LaxCon with VMX Lacrosse with Paul Lawler. It was amazing experience. If you haven't seen all the details from that, you can check out that video on my YouTube channel. But basically, I met amazing coaches, amazing players. Paul Rebel filmed me. I met amazing companies and formed bonds and communications with the companies that I never would have formed if I hadn't gone. I got so much experience from it, and I got so many products to try out, and it was just an amazing experience altogether. And the best part of it was that I really saw how to communicate with other companies and how to handle myself professionally, because I am younger. But now it comes down to the legal aspects of Super Stringing Lacrosse. What I decided was to do a sole proprietorship. And you see, the reasons I decided to do a sole proprietorship was the first and the easiest, is that it's the simplest. You see, what we see is with a sole proprietorship, you're taxed individually based on your own income tax, and there's less government influence, less government restrictions along your company as a whole. The only area that it leaves you exposed to is if someone was to say sue you, but I found that it'd be better off for me and my company, because of how small it is, to be a sole proprietorship, because I do not think I'm really exposed to be sued for many things like other companies might be. You see, the biggest part of this has been like growing and learning all these different steps, right? You see, the fact of the matter is, Super Stringing Lacrosse can only take me so far. I mean, I'm going to do it into my high school years, maybe even bring it along to college, and I love communicating with you guys and bringing this along, and it's been an awesome experience. But you see, what this has actually done for me is allowed me to form the basis of all companies, of how to manage a social media platform, of how to manage a website, of how to manage a YouTube channel, of how to manage so many different aspects, of how to form communications with other companies, of how to really become a well-known company that is respected and that is successful. And you see, that's the biggest part of what I wanted to achieve, and I felt that with Super Stringing Lacrosse, I was able to do that significantly, to the fact that now I feel comfortable in the future and maybe investigating a future with different companies, whether it's over a social media standpoint, a website design, anything like that. I feel completely comfortable doing that, and I see so many more doors open in my future because of the learning and training I've discovered along this process. But probably the biggest achievement I made this year happened only a couple of days ago. You see, about 2 weeks ago, I got an email from the assistant headmaster at our school, who also happens to be the varsity lacrosse coach, and I basically came into his office, and we started talking about, my freshman project, as well as how I have this lacrosse company, and then basically he just said, "Do you want to string for the varsity team?" That was such a big deal for me, because Delbarton High School varsity team, if you're not already aware, is the #1 team in the state, and it's ranked in the top 20 in the whole country. That put me on a platform that I'd never before been on, getting to string for the #1 team in the state, and I have 24 heads sitting in my office that I really, really need to get to. And you see, it's been such an amazing process, because I've taken it from filming a video with my computer in 360 quality with horrible audio and backwards spelling and everything, to stringing for the #1 team in the state. And that's just a great example of how far Super Stringing Lacrosse has really come. Doing my freshman project on this company has only allowed me to grow it 10 times fold. I've learned so much from this experience, and it's been really such an amazing experience to see how all these aspects of a company fall together, as well as budgeting. How do you lay out your money so that you're ultimately making a net gain? Setting goals was a big portion for me. You see, with smaller companies, it's hard to really know whether or not you're actually doing well. So by setting goals for yourself, it's really easy to tell, hey, did we hit that goal? Are we getting better? Are we making money? Are we getting better sticks? Are we getting a better satisfaction rating? I have extremely, extremely high satisfaction ratings. If you go onto my website, go to the customer reviews, you can see reviews from tons of different players who have used my heads. Even an assistant Notre Dame lacrosse coach complimented a player, saying the stick was fantastic when he had been strung by me. If you can ask anyone I've ever strung a head for, that they will all tell you that they love my stringing. So aside from growing economically this past year, my biggest source of income per se through my social media. And so my social media has been massive in order for me to gain new customers, to meet new people, and to extend to different areas. So if you look at my Instagram, www.instagram.com/superstringinglacrosse, or just getting the app and searching up Super Stringing Lacrosse on your phone or tablet, you can see that I have just over 3,000 followers, which is absolutely awesome. When I started Super Stringing Lacrosse, I had maybe 100. And you see, that's the really big thing for me. When I started my freshman project, only having about 100 followers, and now having close to 3,000 followers, just shows how much this has grown and how much I've learned from this process. So on my Instagram, you can find different heads that I've strung. These shown here are for the varsity team, and you can see different kinds of heads that I've done, different styles of heads, how I put in different places, how I do goalie heads. You're really just able to see everything that I've done in this past year, literally picture per picture, moment by moment through my Instagram. But not only is my Instagram a great way for me to grow my social media, but my YouTube is also an amazing way in order to grow my brand. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you see that I have just over 1,200 subscribers, and that might seem like it's a small amount, but you see, when I started out, I had just over 100 subscribers, and now I have over 1,000. My goal was only to reach 500 subscribers, and now I have 1,200. It just shows how by setting goals, by reaching these goals, you can really move forward and get an accurate representation of where your company, where your business is at. So on my YouTube channel as well, you can see that I have 84,000 views, which means that for all the videos that are scattered throughout my channel, scattered throughout my page, they've combined to reach 84,000 views, which is just awesome. We have everything from stick reveals to giveaways to my trips to lacrosse convention, or unboxings or custom stringings or tie-ups or hangouts or anything in that manner. And it just really allowed me to grow Super Stringing Lacrosse as a whole. So social media, setting goals has been a really big part. But the other big part of my freshman year of growing SSL has been QuickBooks. So QuickBooks is an online service that allows you to keep track of all transactions, customers, anything in that manner. So when you go to My QuickBooks now, it's a service that you pay for. It's around $12 a month, and I'm able to keep track of all customers that I've ever strung heads for, all customers I've ever done a product for, if I've given them a shirt, if I've sold them a shirt, if I've sold them a head, if I've sold them a string job, anything in that regards is up right now on My QuickBooks. So I can just click into a random person's order and I can see what they got, what kind of playing style they like, what kind of mesh they like, and that's really helpful for me in order to keep track of customers. I'm able to keep track of all my transactions. It links with my bank accounts, both my PayPal and my savings and check-ins account. So I'm able to keep track of all deposits and expenses that go in and out the door so that I can make sure I'm making money at the end of the day.
So once again, I just wanted to thank all of you for helping me to make Super Stringing Lacrosse great as it is. I can make these videos, I can post these pictures, but if someone's not sitting on the other side of the line, liking the video, sharing it, liking the picture, or disliking the picture, I wouldn't have anything. So I really appreciate everything you guys have done for me by making me grow to the extent that I have grown today.
To finish up, I just want to leave you in the words from our closest sponsor, closest partner, and good friend, Paul Lawler, on his opinion of Super Stringing Lacrosse.
I felt super comfortable bringing VUMAX Lacrosse and Super Stringing Lacrosse together because of the professional focuses that we have as a company. We figured the more smart, dedicated, and innovative people that we can combine into groups or as companies, the more the lacrosse industry will grow, the better products that are created, and once again we can focus on you guys as lacrosse players. Super Stringing Lacrosse has been there every step of the way during our growth processes. They've helped us through our YouTube channel. They've been there to get our brand new products displayed. I can't thank Jack and Super Stringing Lacrosse enough. They've done a wonderful job taking an innovative model and being able to provide a really professional focus here. Congrats, Jack, on all your success.